What it do, BRC fellow battle rap community participants? Coming to you live from quarantine time now, man. It's getting kind of crazy out here, so stuck at the house for a little while. So figured might as well stop slacking, get some of these videos out. There's been a lot of battles that came out, it's a lot of good content. So I'm gonna try to get a few reviews out today. Just kind of get the content up and again, just want to hear y'all thoughts, man. There's a lot of battles that dropped, so I want to know what y'all think. I think some of them, a lot of fire battles, a lot of, I think, falsely reviewed battles, a lot of performances, but some good stuff, So I just want to hear what y'all think. This particular video, though, we're gonna talk about Ill Will versus the return of 40 Cal, Dipset. You know what I mean? 40 is making a comeback to battle rap. He was a member of Dipset and doing the whole commercial thing, but before that, he was a prolific battle rapper. Did a lot of work on Fight Club, and he's got a few battles out there that are kind of popular. I've seen a few of his joints. Like back in the early days when I first started watching battle rap, I saw some of his Fight Club joints, and then I saw one in particular I think I remember the most was 40 Cal versus Sam Scarfo. But yeah, 40 was known for them punchlines back then, man. If anybody was a fan of hip hop back then or followed Diplomats, 40 was a puncher. He was punching people's heads off back then. So even on track, he's got some iconic lines and stuff. So like so many others have kind of said, like the return thing has been kind of spoiled for me because so many people just not with it. But again, I did have some hope for 40 because of his punchline heavy style. So I just have to say overall initial impression of the battle after, and I watched it like two and a half times just to be safe. I don't know, man. Like, let me just say this: I've been hearing so heavily that after the battle first ended in the building, everyone was saying Ill Will clear. And then after it dropped and people started to see it, they were saying, oh, this might be debatable. Now, that's been the narrative that I've been hearing the heaviest, is that 40 Cal came back with a great comeback battle and gave Ill Will a debatable battle. There's even some interviews with Ill Will saying, hey, 40 did better than I thought. He might have the best comeback ever. And I think that is in Ill Will's favor to say that if people really feel like it's debatable, because you don't want to have a debatable comeback battle and dude wasn't even the best one, you know what I mean? Because the comebacks ain't been all that. So I don't know. I kind of feel like it was being gracious, but I just hearing the debatable talk so heavy, I had a different idea of what this battle was gonna be when I watched it, and just going round by round. I do not have this debatable at all. I don't even have 40 Cal with the best return. To be honest, like I still think we're just talking about pen-wise, like the best bars on a return for a quote-unquote industry rapper. If I'm not mistaken, probably King Los. Probably. Definitely not Cash, not Cannabis, not... I didn't think it was 40, but anyway, we'll get into that. Now, it wasn't bad, though. It wasn't bad, and I agree that he did do better than I expected. He even threw in some performance, some showmanship in the third round. We'll get to that. So, first round, 40 starts it off, and he starts it off with a line about being a leap year and how it was gonna be the first nigga to get on the 29th to get 30th in February, and the crowd kind of reacted to it. I've seen some posts about it. I personally did not. I wasn't that impressed by that bar, and I'm not trying to be a hater. Shout out to 40 Cal again. I was a big fan of Diplomatic Community 2 came up in that era. Definitely respect his skills as a puncher, and this is no shots. I didn't think it was all that crazy. I thought he had better bars later on in the round. I didn't think it was that hard. Anyway, one of the bars that he said in the first that I did like, he said, on the back of every Henny Yak bottle it says 40 proof. Fire. And then he was kind of in a nice little pocket with that, and he said, when Michigan had these lead problems, it's not the water use. And so, like, that was just, just kind of that whole flow. It was like, okay, I see you, 40. At one point, he started clowning Ill Will's shoes, and he was like, "You got the Montel Jordans on. Mike never did those moves," trying to flame him and stuff. And it kind of hit. And for me, it was, I like the idea of what he was saying. But then, and this is something we got to talk about. This is going to be a separate video. Then he goes into some bars about Ill Will's daughter, and he makes like an illusion type bar to, he references some of his old stuff. Like, you want to be down with the Dipset? Well, first you got to get, and he didn't finish it. We know how that go. Let me just say, I do not understand the borderline pedo bars in battle rap. Like, what, when did we as a community start condoning that? Like, when did that become cool? Like, is it the shock factor is worth it? Is it the disrespect? Like, I don't understand how you, as a sane, self-respecting grown man without serious issues, can sit down, write out a bar that's pedophile adjacent, rehearse it, spit it to your boys, and then go into battle and put it out there like you really, I don't know. Me personally, can we just 2020? Let's get rid of pedophile bars in battle rap. Even like I said, pedophile adjacent, anything to the illusion of for jokes. That shit is weird, bro. That shit is weird. And I see it a lot more than I would have ever thought that I would, but it's a little too prevalent. So for me, that, again, it's my recap, whatever. For me, that just kind of killed everything. Like, what are you talking about? Like, I have a daughter, so I don't find any of that shit funny, like, at all. And cats that got kids in battle rap that, anyway, I don't know. It just kind of ended the round on a bland note for me. But he did have a couple lines earlier on. I'll give him that. Ill Will goes in his first round and starts off with a hilarious skit. I ain't gonna spoil it. Go watch the battle. Him and Mac Myron. Very, very well known piece of entertainment. But great skit. He's rapping for it like, "Hey, welcome back to battle rap. Things have changed. This is what it is now. This is my shit now. You cool. You can chill." He's like, "I know you thinking like, where the pool table go?" That was kind of funny. And then Will had one of the nice bars in round one. He said he was talking about his run in 2019. A lot of people thought Ill Will could have been champion of the year last year. He did. He had a great year, and he was saying, he said, "You didn't see what I did in 1940. I put rappers through the Great Depression." It was cool. He had one. He said, "I got my juice off murder. I'm Cochran on the low. Got the juice off murder. Cochran on the low." And he had a nice little flow. He was going with it too. That was nasty. One of the things I like about Ill Will is that he, I guess the word is unorthodox or unique, original. I like him because he hits you, for me personally, because I'm such a bar fan, and that's what I really, really pay attention to. I've been such a fan of battle rap for so long. There's a lot of bars that we've all heard before. For me personally, that kills some of my reaction to the lines. Like, if I've heard something too many times or something real close to it, like it almost doesn't count in the round for me. Like, if you see my Smack app battle votes, them joints be skimpy. Like, I just give them reactions on the bars that really, really hit, like that really, really move me. And usually that's stuff that I've never heard before, or I couldn't see the punch coming or the reference or the metaphor or whatever. Because at this point now, potency plus being able to surprise me as a fan goes a little bit longer than, it goes a little bit farther than some of the other attributes. But that's just me. So, on that note, Ill Will, he said you must have been riding a bicycle if you ever spoke a wheel. And like, just that unique angle that he approaches bars with. I'm trying to think what else. I'm check my notes. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, he said I'm schooling 40 like Robin Williams and Jack. That was kind of cool. If you know that movie, that's old school reference. But again, stage presence, performance, bars, delivery, crowd control, all that. Like, oh yeah, I just got a notification. But shout out Bodega Boys. I got a new video that just dropped. You know what I mean? keeping us entertained for the quarantine. Thank you for the art. Um, but yeah, just everything. I feel like he just kind of showed the clear difference. Like, okay, you back, you used to do this, you rapping, like this is what it is now. This is the evolved form. You gotta do this. Like this is what we do now. And I feel like he set a very clear bar and a distinction between them. And I feel like he won the first round. Very clearly. Very clearly. Just took all the energy immediately. 40 goes in round 2, and for me this was a dud round. Like there wasn't just too much that I don't know, man. Just a lot of bars, a lot of bro, you didn't say that. A lot of stuff we've heard before. He did have this one kind of scheme he was going through. He said he was talking about red and blue, police lights, and he was like red and blue. He said you get both. Your brain's blue, and what they read, my rights. And the way he kind of ended that bar was hard. That little setup was cold. One of the other things he said, that I liked in the second round, he said, I still plate your dome so much you get satellite reception, or something to that effect. Fire. I think even Ill will react to that. Like, okay, I see you. Nice. A couple of good lines in that round, but overall, other than that, man, it wasn't nothing popular. I'm sorry for it. I'm sorry. Nothing going for me in that round, bro. Ill Will comes back in round 2. Wigs on him. I feel like, again, at this point, the battle's over. Like, he's like 8 to 10 bars into his second round, and it's already 2-0, battle's over. He could have just left. If this was judged, they could have just gave him money and get out of here. But just too much. Too many bars, stage presence, performance. He said, and now this bar, I've heard something to this effect before. I just like the way he delivered it. He was like, this iron on me got me feeling wrinkle-free. Man, yeah, because he started off with like a little 40 scheme. Like, the only 40 we respect is E40 and that ass on 40. And, first 40 hit, sprinkle me. Iron on me got me feeling wrinkle-free. Like, it's just the way it went. It was nice. He said a Harry Potter bar. Like, I'm low-key surprised at the amount of Harry Potter bars I hear in battle rap. Like, a lot more of you niggas is nerds than you be trying to let on. And I'm not hating on Harry Potter. I've seen them all myself. Like, I rocks with it. Shout out to the wife. She got me on that. But yeah, a lot of you niggas is secret nerds, bro. A lot of Harry Potter bars. He said a bar about shots going through the bricks like Harry's first day at Hogwarts, and I heard before. One bar he said that hit for me personally and in the building. He said, I'm hard to keep up with like the Fire Stick remote. Boy. And if any of y'all got a Fire Stick or a Roku, any of them things, that little turd-shaped remote, boy, oh my God. It's so hard to keep up with. It's so tiny. It's all jet black, blend in with stuff. I got black accoutrements in my bedroom, blanket and all that kind of stuff. It's blend in with all that. Pillowcase, I gotta get new bedding, man, just so I can keep up with my remote. But yeah, that hit for me. And then one point he was still schooling about the evolved form of battle rap. He said, you can't just come on here and spit a Free Willy bar that's well known. Nice, unique Free Willy bar I've heard. I don't think I've heard that reference spit that way. I'll have to kind of double check, but I liked that it was different. He said this other bar, he said, when I look at 40 stories, I know I'm on a higher level. Yeah, I see what you're doing there, but okay. It will always got to go with the crazy sacrilegious bars for shock factor. He got beef with God heavy. He said even God asking for 40. I guess he a thought too. Yeah, man. And then this bar though, he said I have your mouthpiece to the side like Steph at the free throw. Ugh, nasty, cause y'all know when Steph shoot them free throws and have his mouthpiece hanging all out his mouth, chewing on it like a piece of gum before he shoot his 98% free throws. And then he said a bar about like 40's gal, and he was saying your gal got me in her phone under W. He was like, so when she need to get a nut off, she hit up WD-40, fire. So yeah, that was round 2. At this point, the battle's over, in my opinion. It's over. We can leave, we can go home. Ill Will 2-0, clear, it's done. But we go to round 3, and it gets even stranger for me personally. And it was just a weird weekend because 40 did this in his round, and if anybody suffered through the Smack Caffeine event like I did, Arsenal has something very, very, very similar for T-Top. So I don't know, it's something in the water that weekend. I don't know, it's just baby mama exposing weekend. I don't know, maybe I missed the memo. But 40 has a whole round about Ill Will having a baby moms and him not taking care of his kid. Like he has a daughter that he's denying or whatever. And when I said the whole round, I mean the whole round. The whole angle was, like Nas and Ether, Jay-Z, all that mattered was that Jay-Z smashed Nas's baby moms. Like that's all that matters. And at the end of the day, like that's the position I'm in. I'm over there caking with your baby moms, helping her take care of the kid that you had, that you should have been there for. I'm giving her money and this, that, and the third. And to my understanding, he's using this as an angle against Ill Will. And I don't know. Like, also strangely enough, in that Arsenal and T-Top battle, it kind of was devolved into a Father of the Year battle by the second round. So they were both just comparing how each like they were better fathers than their opponent. And this didn't quite get there, but it was, you're a deadbeat. I'm a great guy because I'm a great stepdad to your child that you're denying. And again, just for me personally, like in real life, do we respect that kind of thing? Sure. Like, yeah, if you're stepping up, you've met somebody that, you're really in love with, y'all want to be together. She already has a previous child, but you want to be there and take care of them. Respect. You know what I mean? Like, you're not shunning the child or not showing them love because he's not your biological. Like, that's cool. But in this particular moment in this battle, it's a weird flex. It's a weird flex. Like, what? Why would you do that? Just for the battle? Like, are you doing this just because you were battling Ill Will? Or because you really met her, out and about in real life and y'all fell for each other and now you want to, y'all playing house? Like, it's a strange angle. And he had like recorded voice messages from her saying, "Oh, were you mad, nigga? Well, I'm glad, nigga." Ill Will slogan, and he had pictures of the baby that he was saying, "You never even seen these pictures before. Here's my proof. I'm really smashing your baby moms. You never even seen that picture." His homie was holding him up like, "Yeah, what's up? What's up?" He holds up a picture of Ill Will and an old girl to show like, yeah, they really was together at one point, and I don't know. Very, very strange. Very strange. And at one point, this one thing was kind of funny. He said, anybody that you still fuck with Ill Will, let me hear you shout. And, the crowd was like, eh. He was like, good, because after this, he going to need to sleep on your couch. So I'm like, girl put him out. A lot of long scheme about that, about a girl putting him out of the crib and him not being able to stay there and him trying to take the refrigerator back that he bought her and the kid. And just, he went into this whole bum-ass nigga scheme that just it didn't hit. Talking about Ill Will should get him a Father's Day gift. And I don't know. Strange round to me from 40. I appreciate the effort. And at one point he even like goes into this like, a little bit of performance. He's like acting like a preacher or James Brown, and he has like a gold cloak draped over his shoulders, and he's, performing and rapping. And that kind of went over well. That kind of livened up the round. So props for that, for even putting that effort out. But I don't know. The rest of that it wasn't it. For me personally, it just didn't do it. It will comes back in round 3, and you can tell he kind of threw out the round somewhat to respond to that, because him and Mac Myron just cracking up the whole time while 40 Cal was bragging about this. It will starts off with a rebuttal. Excuse me. He's like, I just met her in December, and she had a baby already in February. You got played, sir. And so that's his angle, is that, dude, you got played by just a bitter chick. Like, she just mad because I want to be with her, pinning some other nigga's baby on you and got you out here flexing, looking stupid in the battle. So that was his angle. To me, trumps the allegation angle from 40 Cal. Like, it's a weird flex. Even if it is true, like, why are you doing it? Are you doing it just for the battle? Or did you genuinely, like, it's weird. Anyway, so then Ill Will's like, okay, we're going to take that route. You're going to bring up a fake baby. I'm going to bring up a real ass beat, and starts talking about the 40 Cal and Loon situation. Talking about how he got beat him in the barbershop with a shovel. And yeah, man. And then a little later in the round, Ill Will has a fire line. He said, God was going through when he made me. I literally arrived here in God tier, like I'm literally God tier. Ugh, nasty, nasty. That gets a Pusha T. Yuck. Um, he said something about his shot to be the first to Cal, like Met the Man debut. I think 40 had a line about that earlier in the battle. He said, I got no patience for 40. I'm a pediatrician. Well, that was okay, but I see the thought process. Overall, even with only a few lines throughout the round, like I still gave the round to Ill Will. Like, I don't understand the effectiveness of 40 Cal's angle at all. Like it's bizarre to me. Just given the situation. Now, if this is the round that people are debating, I feel like if there's any round you're going to debate, it has to be the third. I don't see how. If I'm not mistaken, I've seen some people say the first is debatable, which is mind blowing to me. Absolutely mind blowing. But if there's anything you're going to debate, it's probably going to be the third because it seemed like Ill Will was freestyling a lot of it. And even then, I feel like he still out rapped them, still had better angles, was more effective, better performance and delivery for sure. 40 had a lot of lines and he went through it clean and everything, but the angle was just so bizarre. I am not okay. I'm an old school battle rap fan. I'm a young man, but I'm an old school fan. I am not with the whole just because you spit a personal in a battle like that means it hits and the angle is effective and it's true and just spit some personal stuff like personals in battle rap should be a precision instrument. Like they should be used in certain situations, but I feel like they're used as a blunt force weapon too much, like a blanket. Everybody has a round where they get personal, and it should be very very strategic. A la John John or Math versus Hollow or Verb versus Hitman. You know what I mean? Like personals, because when you use them, I feel like they supposed to hit different, and it's happening too much and fake personals and I don't know. So maybe it's real, maybe it's not. It still went over strangely. If you think about it, it's a weird flex. It's a strange angle for a battle. If it was anything other than random chance that they met and fell for each other, like anything outside of that, even if that's the case, it's a weird flex. It's a weird flex. But anyway, so I have Ill Will 3-0, clean 30. If you want to debate the third, be my guest, more power to you. Peace be unto you, brother. I have no hate in my heart. I just don't think you can. I don't think you can. But I have Ill Will with the clean 30. I do think 40 Cal had a decent return, though. I like a lot of his bars that he said throughout the battle, spaced throughout the rounds. They were, spaced out, few and far between for me personally, but the ones that were there, they were there. You can see the potential. He even did the, the performance in the third with the prop, with the cloak and all that. So I think he deserves another shot. Sure. If he talking crazy with John and all these other, let him go for it. John take his head off, but if he wants to do that, battle Cal, careful poking the bear. If he gets the Cal we've been seeing, 40 might be able to sneak a victory on Cal. 40 Cal gets sneak a victory on Cal. For real. But if he gets Cal like focused and all riled up and he comes to play ball, that's gonna be rough. That could be a rough night, man. That could be a rough night. So yeah, man, that's my recap. Ill Will versus 40 Cal. Don't believe the hype. You know what I mean? That battle was not debatable, not even remotely. Shout out to 40 Cal though, man. Talk your ish. It's getting battle rap lit. Yeah. Post in the comments, let me know what y'all think, man. Again, I don't take any of these battles personally, so I'm not standing on any one thing, waving a flag. Like, I just like discussion. Again, this is my forum to be able to connect with other battle rap fans and talk about the battles and kind of get y'all perspective and views and what y'all think about bars and stuff like that. So that's what I'm here for. Please leave a comment. Let me know what you think about the battle itself. Let me know who you would like to see 40 Cal against next. Ill Will against next. If you think I'm crazy, you think 40 Cal won, let's talk about it. So, thanks for viewing the video, man. St. Louis Mix signing out.